Welcome to Station 2, Muscle Fatigue. Let's get started. This mini lab is all about why do muscle fatigue hurt during intense exercise. So if you ever felt your legs hurt after doing some exercise, such as like wobbly legs after sprinting up a flight of stairs, or maybe you felt like you were jump rope and you had to stop, the tiredness that you feel during exercise is called muscle fatigue. This happens when you use the same muscles over and over. They start to lose power and strength, and you might feel like you can't keep going. So you have an option. You are going to use this background reading to answer the pre-lab questions. If you want to, you could pause the video and read it from here, or use the paper version of this that is on your tables. Perfect. Now that you have read the pre-lab background reading, you're going to answer these questions here. The first one is muscle fatigue. What is it? And then the second question is identify the waste product of anaerobic respiration in humans and describe its effect on muscle tissue. Both of these answers come directly from the reading. So the first thing you're going to do before you actually start your pre-lab and your investigation is you're going to fill out the hypothesis. So as the number of trials increases, the number of squeezes, this is where you will think for yourself. Do you think it will increase, decrease, or remain the same? And then you're going to state a reason using evidence from the background. So here's what you're making your hypothesis about. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is grab a clothespin, and it looks like this. You're going to put it between your pointer finger and your thumb finger. And then when one of your teammates at your table says you can begin, you are going to start a timer for 30 seconds. During that timer for 30 seconds, you're going to open and close the clothespin as much time as you can, and you're going to count. So the 30 seconds timer is going, you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 until the timer has stopped. And then you're going to record the final number in the area that is right here. You're going to rest for 30 seconds and then immediately begin counting once again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretend 30 seconds went by. Fill out for this one. Take a 30-second rest. When that 30 seconds is over, grab your clothespin, start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. And we're going to put your final answer there. When that part is done, you are then going to move to the next part, which is your data analysis. So what that looks like is this, and I've presented some sentence starters with you here, so you can feel free to pause the video and read the sentence starters and fill them out on your own or with your group. Question number 4 says describe the pattern you observed across your 3 trials. So you're going to write, across the 3 trials, I notice, and this is where you choose, increase, decrease, or remain the same number of squeezes. Then, using information from the passage, you're going to explain why your results change from trial 1, 2, or 3. And it may not change, but you can say, based on the passage, I think these results are because, and then you provide your reasoning. Next, on page number 5, we're going to begin our elaborate and our Regent style questions. So the first thing you're going to do for question 6 is state one drawback, and that is something that's negative. So you're going to find a drawback about anaerobic respiration in comparison to aerobic cellular respiration. And if this thing sounds foreign to you, go back and do your background reading. Question number 7 states, identify the waste product of anaerobic respiration in humans and describe its effect on the muscle tissue. When you go back into your reading, you are going to find out what that waste product is, and you're going to fill it out in this area. And then you're going to say if it has a positive, negative, or no effect in this area. Finally, you're going to say this is because, and this is where you use scientific reasoning and evidence from the text. Now for question number 8, this is where you're going to need to use your notes from Unit 5. And you're going to turn to lesson 5.5 for a list of all your body systems. So you need to choose two body systems. So you can say, I'm going to use one that is definitely not it. You can say the immune system and the blank system interact by, and then you want to say exactly how it is working while you're exercising here. And then finally, for credit for this lab, you are going to do a self-reflection, and you're going to put 100% if you feel like you can clearly connect this lab to homeostasis, 65 if you kind of sort of get it, 50% if you're like, okay, I have no idea how this works. And if you feel 50%, please check in with the teacher. All right, happy labbing.